So it could be, you know, just like we look at it in a different perspective. It's part of the fun. We're hopping. No, just can you see the smallest one up there? No, even the smaller one.
Get your oars
The check-in in the other hotel is a lot easier. Okay, I'll tell you when we get to the other end, because we're going to be having some time to talk about some few different things here and there. And the meal time will be slightly different. 7:30 till 10:30, that's breakfast. And 6:30 till 9:30, that will be dinner. But I'll talk to you about the arrangements in there, okay? And don't forget that we can go weed picking. Weed picking, yeah. Not weed. Weed, I mean weed stuff. Weed, good stuff. Okay, cannabis. And it is for free. It's a happy packy. Wacky packy. I know, no. Yeah, pick the weed out of the ground. No, we're gonna go weeding, which is the other weeding, the other good weeding. The happy weeding. I love it. Well, here we go. We are at the port right now. Again, you don't worry about the luggage. We're gonna see the luggage on the other end. Hopefully. Me too. On the other side that I need to talk to you about actually is there is a there is a language in La Gomera which is the whistling language. Have you ever heard of that? That's the whistling that's the whistling language, and you may hear the drivers in there saying it to each other, and even they started teaching it in the high schools for some students. They started a few years ago teaching it there. If you feel that the sea is rough and you have some seasickness, don't sit on the front and don't sit on the back. Sit in the middle, the central part of the ferry or the catamaran or the boat is the best part if you think that you're gonna get seasick. Okay?
Well, unless they've changed the ships.
Yeah, no, there's only one level. But it doesn't have the very severe sort of yeah, exactly. He's trying to find the harbor first. No, these cars are going on the ferry. We're not going on the ferry with the car, but just he's saying some sign, I think, to the porter there, as we've got the carriage. Yeah. So you know the way and how we're gonna do everything. Everybody, please. So you know, you can get in on your own to the building right in there. You'll find your drinks. You'll find if you want to sit down anywhere away from the cafe or wherever you want to, and I'll come and see all of you after I'm done and I finish the luggage. ¿Está bien? Oh, keep, yes, it's...
Ej, det kan man da ikke. Hvis I vil ud, så er det slut. Men det er da på den ene, eller? Apparently lots of Germans in London. I went to the history
an hour and 15 minutes, and I've met our driver Canary before. Hola Canary. Hola Canary. He's one of the nicest drivers, one of the most patient drivers I've ever seen in my life, and you know why with the nature of these roads. So
the modern ones.
This is San Sebastian.
the story why Canary came and have been assigned to work with Saga, because of there was another driver before, and people complained about the way that he was driving, and Canary is one of the most relaxing drivers I've ever seen. This part of the island is called San Sebastian, which is the capital of the island. It is the busiest part of the island. This is where the, I would call it the town hall, also the hospital, this is where the headquarters of police. This is where the main high schools as well. There are three high schools right in here, serving most of the people of the island. There is another high school near Valle Gran Ray, but this is the main district right in here, and we're cutting through so quickly, and we're gonna get into the mountains. This is it. This was San Sebastian. That's it. Get your cameras ready all the time on these roads, as you may find something it's really interesting. The hotel we're going to is family owned, classified as 3 stars, okay, but quality of personal touch right in there is really brilliant. There are 2 places for dining. Breakfast will be up on top of the roof. That is where we can see the sunrise, not on top of the roof, as the roof, just like the highest level, which is if you press 3 on the elevator on the left, that will take you up there, and that is where there is a nice bar as well there, okay? At the main foyer, at the main reception area, that is where the place we're gonna have dinner in. Dinner is served from 6:30 till 9:30 here at this hotel, and breakfast is served from 7:30 till 10:30. The swimming pool of this hotel is on top of the highest level of the hotel. Hotel is, apart from us, everybody there is German and Dutch. Okay? We know what German is. Germans means towels will be on the sunbeds even before the crack of the dawn. Okay, so you've got to know that. You've got to, if you're not doing any activities, you've got to take your book, you've got to take your towel, put it up there. There are some different levels of sunbeds. One of the nicest views. Tomorrow, the weather says tomorrow is going to be bright sun, but one of the nicest views of sunset ever is in there. Sometimes there are some, not locals, there are some Spaniards, some people come over, holiday makers, and they come over with their own drums. Not far away, yeah, yes, there are some drums. Not far away from the hotel, they play their own drums in the street around sunset, between 5 and 7 every night. No, sunset. This is why I said sunset first. Okay, between 5 and 7, they may be there, they may not be there, because of this is still summer, and most of the people leave this island in summertime. There is another bar called the Piano Bar. I'm not sure, because I've heard two different stories if it could be opened or not. Some people confirmed that it will be closed till the beginning of November. Some others said no, it could be opened from today, which is it's a very nice bar. Next to the hotel, to the left-hand side, there are 2 or 3 different bars which are very nice. Once you get out of the hotel, 200 to 300 yards, and part of the road is not tarmacked completely or perfectly tarmacked. That was the last time I was there. I'm not sure if it's going to be tarmacked now or not. That will take you to a real nice bay, and that is where the nudist beach is. It's a public beach, everybody's using it, so it's not just nudist beach, everybody's using it, but just people feel freer there. There are some few mini markets in there, 2 or 3 mini markets, and something like 10 or 15 different cafes and restaurants. So you can get the chance to get some drink in there if you want to. Also, tomorrow and the day after, tomorrow we're having the El Jardinio, or Garajonay, the nature reserve right in here, which is known as the Garajonay. We're going to have that tour, and it's supposedly starting at 9 in the morning. Okay, I haven't heard anything from our guide yet. I tried to call her a few times, but she's not answering the phone. But she will turn up at 9:15. That's why, she doesn't bother about the phone. The rooms except one have got a full sea view, and the one that doesn't have a sea view has a side sea view, which is you still see the sea and get a perfect sunset. Honestly, I'm not sure about which room it is, but I can say that it is a little bit of much, just like a little bit bigger than the other rooms. Okay. All the facilities are there, and the internet reception is covering even the rooms everywhere in the hotel. Apart from the main restaurant, you don't get, that's the only place you don't get internet coverage in there. You get coverage everywhere. The hotel has got the 0 level, which is where the reception is. The reception is to the right-hand side as soon as we get in. And I'm going to talk, after I finish talking about this, the description of the hotel, I'll talk about the actual check-in process or procedure that we're going to have. So the 0 level has got a ramp which is a little bit steep. That ramp is steep, and there are some steps, about 10 or 12 steps that will take you from the street level to the ground level at the hotel. So if some people prefer to use the ramp, it's very steep. So if you want to know, not just like you've got to know that, but some people would prefer to take it better than the steps. It's up to you. Then to the left hand side, when we walk in, there will be a lounge area, and past that, the main dining room for dinner. And that main dining room for dinner is, they cannot allocate some tables for us, but at least in the last hotel we got to know each other, so we can go as 4 or 6 people on the same table. We're gonna be around each other. It's the size of the dining room is even half the size of the dining room we've been to. So it's, you know, just like everybody will see everybody. Food in there, even though it's a 3-star hotel, food in there have got a very fantastic quality. Okay. Drinks are not included, so we're having dinner and breakfast at that hotel. And there is, on Thursday, that is the only day where we're going to have lunch. We're going to have lunch in one of the local restaurants. So look behind you and you'll see San Sebastian. You'll see where the ferry came from. The check-in process is sign, mostly sign. Yeah, for the drinks it's mostly sign, and you'll sort out the payment later, okay? I believe that it's mostly signing. The check-in process, or the procedure of the check-in, everybody knows the room number. You'll go to the reception, and both of you, if you're both sharing the rooms, both of you have to sign on the card, not just one. I could have done it, I tried to do it actually, but they said, well, everybody should come over. I wanted to do it the same way I've done it in the other hotel, and everybody goes and collects it, but they said, well, there will be a queue. So the first in will be the first served. It's easier that everybody takes his or her passport, and the couples will be there, or the people sharing the room will be there together, because they have to sign together. And by then, we'll find the rooms, we'll find the luggage outside the rooms. Okay? So before I forget, I've got to phone them to get the porters ready. So I wanted them to say welcome, but sometimes you get people doing it, and you may hear it sometimes. It's a very, very nice walking holiday for lots of people. Lots of stories of Angela Merkel had been here, and she got caught in the rain once, and she's got into some cave, and the cave had been full of hippies, and they've been smoking, German hippies actually, and they've been smoking marijuana. Cutting the long story short, it said in the German press that Angela Merkel spent the night in a cave with hippies. Smoking marijuana, of course. You don't know what, you know, just like you don't know what's in here and what's in there, but just that's one of the stories right in here. There are lots of miradors. There are lots of miradors on this island. There are lots of prickly pear. We may have a chance to stop to go prickly pear gathering. Look at that. Look at the left-hand side.